All right, girls, the first skill that I want you to understand in screening is your ocular motor skills. So, when you think about your visual system, a lot of times we think automatically in tests like the Peabody about visual motor. So, being able to use your fine motor skills, integrate it with information from your visual system, and actually do a functional task like writing, drawing. If you think about it and you break that task down, before you can even use visual motor skill, you have to have your eyes move in a coordinated way, which is what ocular motor is. Um, you need to have visual perception, so your brain has to understand what the information that your eyes are bringing in, and then you do some type of motor output. So really, if you have a kiddo who comes in for like handwriting, before you do anything, any type of testing that has a visual motor component, you actually want to test first their ocular motor, their visual perception, and their fine motor. So if you have a deficit in any of those three areas, before you can even get to visual motor, you need to remediate those other skill deficits. And I'll even say if I have a kid come in for handwriting, um, you know, if I do the visual motor subtest after I've checked those three things, your ocular motor, visual perception, and fine motor, um, then I will report that score. And usually, if, you know, there's an issue, they come in with handwriting, their visual motor out of all three of those areas is going to be the lowest, or those four areas, because it's ocular motor, visual perception, fine motor, and then visual motor. If I don't test it, I will say in the summary at the end of the evaluation, visual motor not tested because very clear deficits found in one of those three areas, or maybe all three areas, or two of those areas. And since those are functional building block skills to be able to move up to a functional task like visual motor, I've got to work on those building block skills to support a higher level task of visual motor. So that is all the background information for ocular motor, and now you can watch the second video on how to actually do an ocular motor screening.